Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today I've got a little bit of double vision, but my surgery is over, so I'm not going to keep you waiting any longer. As always, you can get the seed from the video description, and when you're ready, let's go Gold Stake Erratic deck. Alright, first boss is clubs. 20 diamonds, 8 sevens, 6 eights, 6 queens. Probably we go for diamonds. Probably we don't need this 2 of diamonds since we have so many more diamonds. Okay, we definitely don't need the 2 of diamonds. This wins. Jack high flush. Okay. Vampire, probably not. If it wasn't a rental, I think you don't take it anyway, even if it's not a rental. We want to get our early game secured. On the yellow deck, for sure, you take the vampire, but maybe if we only have $7, we don't take the vampire. Could be a Saturn card. 2 10s, 2 6s. Probably not going to get that many straights. Maybe Buffoon Pack. If we're on the checker deck, I would say no Buffoon Pack. If we have 20 diamonds, probably also no Buffoon Pack. Probably similar to playing on the checker deck. So let's just go next. 3 sevens, we could go for the 4 of a kind. There's only 5 sevens. Maybe we go this card looking for, could be either a queen or a 7. Either we get the 4 of a kind or we get the full house. 10 possible outs. I think we go straight for the full house. If we miss on the, or we go straight for the 4 of a kind. If we miss on the 4 of a kind, we can still play a full house. Could be play 4 instead of 5. So that we don't unlock the 5 of a kind, I think. Alright, $15. Probably we want Greedy Joker if we have this many diamonds. And probably Golden Joker. Some consideration for taking the paintbrush, +1 hand size, but I feel like the money is just too important. So let's take Golden Joker and go next. No consideration for opening these booster packs. I don't need a flush. I can try to get 3 sevens, or this flush works. Okay. 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 Astronomer, if it wasn't Eternal, I would take it. It does give us an instant discount on this Celestial Pack, which I don't necessarily know that we need this Celestial Pack. I think Astronomer as an Eternal I don't take. Since we already have Golden Joker, probably just save our money and go next. Okay, any flush wins. Probably. How about this flush definitely wins. Alright, that flush could one-shot the next round. So the next round, if we get the high flush with all the face cards, we get enough chips, we one-shot. Though most of the time we'll get the lower flush and not one-shot. Steven, Fortune Teller, probably no perishable, no rental. Save our money, go next. Okay, so I could discard and try to get a better flush. I could play a flush knowing for sure that it won't one-shot, but then we get a follow-up hand. Maybe try to get that better flush. Alright, this is a better flush, but I don't know if it's a good enough flush. I think it's a little bit short. Okay, a little bit short. We can follow up with a pair of sevens, maybe? Choosing a pair of sevens instead of 3 of a kind in case we get Supernova or Telescope, maybe? Alright, and the boss was play 5 cards. Probably we want the Chad, even though it's a rental. It gives us 20 chips on the face cards. It also gives us Greedy Joker value. Probably no trio. If it wasn't a rental, if it wasn't a perishable, probably still no trio. I guess 8 sevens. We're 4 sevens away from being able to play 4 of a kind. Maybe. I could open these standard packs. I could re-roll once. We could save our money. Okay, what do we need right now? So we could open the standard packs and we're looking for, could be a gold seal, could be a blue seal. We're looking for, maybe I need better jokers. So greedy joker is enough for now. I'm looking for a chips joker soon. The problem with greedy joker is we can only play 2 flushes per round, not usually 3 flushes per round. I want this blank. If I take this blank, I can't take anything else, and then maybe we lose next ante, so maybe we don't take the blank. Rental takes me down to 37. 37, I could go standard pack down to 31. Is probably fine. Probably. I guess I could take a glass 8, but it's not great. I'm not happy about it. Do we go one more here? Standard. So 31. If I go $8 here, it goes down to 23. Probably we should save our money. Bummer. All right. How about with the Chad? I think the diamonds flush wins now. Queen high flush here. Okay. $31. Actually, now 48. Okay, so we got some money. Boss says -1 hand size. Could go buffoon pack. Shoot the moon is okay when we have 6 queens, but it is perishable. Maybe perishable shoot the moon we don't want. We could take to the moon for money. Could be celestial pack, could be we reroll first. So celestial pack takes me down to 39. 2 rentals is 33. We could go one more. There's that astronomer again. I'm still not taking it. So celestial pack is Jupiter's good. And then go next. Probably don't need halvesies here. $6 probably we don't want to spend. All right. Level 2 flush I think doesn't win, but it's possible. So ace high flush I think doesn't win. What was the boss again? Boss was -1 hand size. That's not great. Okay. Okay. Blue Joker maybe helps. We could take Blue Joker now, and then maybe it enables us to play flushes, or sorry, pairs later. Maybe. Could be a buffoon pack here, mega buffoon pack. I definitely want a standard pack. Could be a blue seal instead of a gold card. Is useful. If we have the Chad, and if we're gonna play flushes, maybe we don't need Blue Joker. Going with the Celestial pack. I do want the Crystal Ball. Now that we have a blue seal, I want the Crystal Ball. We could reroll once, maybe. Alright. Take the Blue Joker. Okay. Could be rebate, could be temperance. Okay. So, Celestial pack first. There's a Mercury card. Okay. Could be temperance is $11. We can come back for the crystal ball later. Rebate on 9. Okay. Am I trying to play pairs? Probably not. So takes 2 flushes to win. Play high card. With Blue Joker, maybe it takes 1 flush to win. I want to discard the 9s. I want to try to get the blue seal value. Maybe. Huh. I guess I'll just play this. Flush with the blue joker, I think maybe wins. Okay. So it could win against the boss, depending on what order we draw our cards. 51 bucks. Crystal Ball for sure. I would really like Abstract Joker to enable us to play pairs, and then we can use the blue seal to level up the pairs. One potential issue with that is it's another rental, and I don't know if I want another rental, so maybe I don't take Abstract Joker. Greedy Joker plus Chat already gives me 9 molt. Maybe. This should be fine. Standard pack gives me garbage. Okay. Celestial pack again. There's a Mercury card. Okay. It's tempting. I could take Jolly Joker instead. That seems at least slightly dubious. It's not the most dubious thing we've ever done. I think maybe Greedy Joker's out. Maybe Jolly Joker's in. Rebate on Kings. Alright, so with Jolly Joker, with the level up pairs, we could do a pair of 8s. Okay. I don't know why I kept the 6 of diamonds. Okay, so Ace of diamonds. Keeping 7s and queens, I know I have a lot of. Okay. So now the next pair wins, no matter what it is. I could play a pair of 5s. I guess there's no reason to discard here. If I play the high card, it doesn't win. I can try to dig for another king. Did not get a king, so we play the 5s. And that's it. Okay. 2,000 is not a lot of 1,000. There's a Mercury card. Could be Fool, could be Habsies. This boss is not good. Oh no. Habsies helps for sure. So maybe now is where we swap Blue Joker, take Habsies here. Is what we need in order to beat the boss. Could be Fool for Mercury, could be Hold the Fool. I think I use the Fool? Probably. Alright, so we have chips, we take Habsies. We want the hand size because it makes rebate better. Now, 34 bucks, 2 rentals takes me down. Takes me down to 28. Can I rebate the 2s? If I know I'm going to rebate the 2s, can I take a mega standard pack here? That's not good. Lucky 4? Probably not. Jumbo Celestial? Probably not. Okay, rebate on 2s. So I can play Jacks as a pair first. Rebate on 2s. So that's 2,000. Which means I don't really need Habsies yet. I can save my discards. Okay. I can play this pair of 7s, keeping the queen. And maybe keep a 5. So this pair of 7s doesn't win. And then we discard the 2s. Okay, there's another 2. Okay. Blue seal, okay. And then with Habsies, we score more points. 6,000. Okay. Getting there. Rebate on 4s. There's a glass joker. If we can break our glass card. I mean, Glass Joker replaces Jolly Joker, I think is reasonable. I can look inside here. Let's take the Glass Joker. We get a hung man. I could use the Fool for a hung man to break the glass card. I could use the Fool for Mercury, and that makes all of my pairs better. I think I think I want the Mercury card. I think that makes us safer. Sure. Alright. So, what do we want to remove? We got rebate on 4s. I can remove a... could be a 2, could be a 6. Maybe I don't have that many 6s. Maybe 9s I could remove. Maybe ace. Maybe 6 and ace here. We hang them. Use Mercury. Okay. No Sly Joker, no Celestial Pack, or is the rebate enough? Rebate on 4s. And then I can take a Celestial Pack here. Or save our money for rerolls. Go next. Alright, rebate on 4s. I can start with a pair of 7s. Okay. Follow pair of kings. Then 9s. Pair of 9s. Discard the 4 first. Okay. Pair of the 9s. And... or sorry, pair of the queens. Throw away a 10 here because we can't pair the 10. Throw away the jack. Maybe. Alright. Pair of 9s wins. I did not draw my 8. So we play the pair of 9s. And that's it. Okay, that's 7,000. We only need 9,000 per. So we're pretty close. So this is like... could be Hiker instead of Golden Joker. Probably should be Arcana Pack. Temperance for 12. I could make another glass card. Or reroll for Jokers. The benefit of making a glass card then better for the rebate. Or sorry, it's better for Chad. Probably we make a glass card. Okay, so do we want a glass 7? Do we want a glass 8? Probably if we already have a glass 8, we should make another glass 8. So it could be 8 of hearts here. Could be. It could be we go 8 of clubs. The problem with this is if I don't draw it, we lose. So okay. We can make a... I think Hiker with the Chad gives us more chips. Maybe we don't need more chips. Maybe we re-roll here. Could be Hierophant. I think that helps. I think credit card, no. I think rebate on jacks. Could look inside the standard pack. I think I want one more. Grimbo, I think, doesn't work for us. Splash technically helps a little bit. A little bit more chips. I think with rebate we can re-roll down if we want. Could be... okay. I am really tempted. With the photograph, can we do it? I don't think that's advisable. I would have to give up the rebate. I don't think we give up Habsies here. I think I need... Maybe we could give up Habsies. So what do I need here? I need a pair I need 2 pairs of queens. We could do it. We can probably do it. Okay, so forget about the rebate. We just want pairs of face cards. That's not good. Okay, I can play a pair of 7s. Throwing away an 8. Throwing away... I should keep all the face cards. I could maybe play a full house. It's not going to be a pair, but our pair doesn't score any points anyway. Maybe we do something like this. 3 of a kind. As long as we draw some face cards, it's fine. So there's a pair of jacks. I can play the pair of 8s first to try to break the glass card. I could play the pair of jacks and then maybe we don't need the glass cards. So that's 16. I can play this pair of queens and then the pair of 8s wins here. Okay. So I could play 2 glass cards. Maybe do the Hierophant, maybe don't do the Hierophant. This pair wins. Okay. Okay. So Mercury and then Obelisk? Maybe. With the Photograph is not gonna last forever. We could do flushes maybe. With the Obelisk, maybe. Maybe not as a rental. Maybe we don't Arcana here. Go next. Rebate on 5s. Okay. Alright. Pair of queens doesn't win. We know that, right? That's a thing that we know. Pair of queens doesn't win. Okay. And then I can rebate the 5. Maybe. I could play king as a high card, which doesn't win. Okay. I could play queen as a high card. I could play the glass 8 here. Try to break the 8. Maybe. Or I'm supposed to play the queens for the Midas Mask to get the gold cards? Maybe. Alright, so there's a pair of queens. I could play high card queen. I could play a flush. The advantage of playing the high card, I could maybe draw more glass, or not more glass cards, but more face cards. Okay, I can play the glass 8s now. I could do the Midas Mask. The glass cards will break eventually, probably. Maybe I need the glass cards. I need to pay attention to how much I'm actually scoring. Okay, so that's 19, which means against the boss here we play 3 pairs. Rebate on kings. Maybe I'm not supposed to use the Mercury card there yet. Splash. Alright, Midas Mask is done. I could use the splash and then we can splash in the glass cards. That seems kind of cool. We can also splash in face cards. Alright, rebate on kings. So, start with high card ace. I need 2 pairs here to win. Okay. Could be a pair of 8s. Pair of 8s, no face cards is fine. Or we should dig. Alright, there's a king. So let's go pair of 5s, splash in the queen. This doesn't win. Next pair wins. Discard the king. Sure. Alright. I can play the glass pair. That seems okay. 3 more rounds photograph. Alright. There's a Mercury card. That's fine. There's the obelisk. Now do we want to do the obelisk now that we have splash? Or are we too far away from that? I think we're too far away from that. I think I take seed money and just go next. Now we got money. Rebate on 5s. So could be drop a 5 here. I can play a pair of 8s and I can splash in a king. That doesn't win. Alright, next pair wins. So let's play high card 2. And how many 5s do I have? Maybe not that many 5s. Alright. So pair the 9s, splash in a king. Am I using this Hierophant? Maybe not yet. This glass joker is not the best. Alright. Rebate on kings. Square we don't need anymore. This boss cost me money. Extra hand size is great. I think we got momentum now. Maybe a Jupiter card. Buffoon pack. Could be business card instead of splash. I think I like keeping splash so that we can sneak in those face cards is like kind of nice. Until the photograph is gone. Then we can't do that anymore. I think I'm going to save my money until after the photograph's gone. Also, we have seed money, I forgot. Okay, rebate on kings. We could do 5s, flashing in a queen. Right? This doesn't win. Okay, we discard the king. We could do 7s, splashing in a jack. Okay. Next pair wins. Probably gonna be a pair of 8s. Probably. So I can play the pair of 8s. I don't even need to splash the face card here. We just play the pair of 8s. Okay, so without the photograph, our pair is only 5,000 points. Is not great news. Okay. So we drop the photograph and we try to find another one, right? There's a death card for a glass 8. Standard pack. Could be a polychrome 10. Could be a blue seal 4. Does the polychrome help us? We don't have that many 10s, so maybe we're supposed to take the blue seal here. This doesn't help. Could be earth. Doesn't matter. Glutinous joker also probably doesn't help. Maybe. Star if we want to make more diamonds, but our flushes are not very impressive. Could be extra hand size. Dusk maybe helps if we can draw the glass cards, which I can't necessarily guarantee. Do we go one more? Maybe. Red card misprint. Could be a bloodstone. That feels desperate. Do I still need this rebate? Probably I still need this rebate. Maybe I don't need the chips that bad. Maybe bloodstone. That feels wrong. Though it's okay with splash. I think we just go next. As long as we draw the glass card here, we're fine. Maybe. So, rebate on jacks. We can do whatever pairs. I'm gonna play the glass cards on the final hand, probably. And then it'll be fine. So there's a pair of 9s for none points. There's a pair of 5s. Okay. I have the 8. There's a pair of 7s. Okay. Now we're looking for the other 8s. We got the glass 8s. Okay. And we can make more glass if we want. Sure. So don't need this 8. I probably use death on a 6, a 10, or an ace. Do I have a 6, a 10, or an ace? No. Maybe death on the king or death on the 9? Maybe a 9. Okay, so Pyro, I think I'm not going to use. I think death here, sure. We can play these. And the extra chips don't matter that much. Yeah, there we go. Crunchy in a good way. Alright, we got a death card. So maybe I don't use the Mercury cards right away. I don't need a Showman. I don't need Lustful Joker. I need to draw a glass card against the boss. That's what needs to happen. Alright. Mercury's fine now. Since there's no Arcana packs, we could use the Mercury. I could open the Celestial packs. I could reroll for maybe replace Splash. No Madness, no Faceless, no Empress probably. There's a blue Joker. Alright. Okay. Go next. Rebate on 8s. So play a pair of jacks, I guess. Copying Glass Joker. Owie. This is gonna be expensive. Okay, so we have the glass 8, which means we can't lose. That's it. Okay. I guess I don't have to play all my hands, but I will. I could make the bonus cards now, I think is unnecessary. Okay. I do need another 8 though. That's not good. Okay, we have an 8, it's fine. I can play this pair of 8s, we got a blue seal. I can copy the Chad. Okay. Okay. We have one more glass card on the deck, but now we got Glass Joker. Okay. Fist? No. Rebate? No. Boss? Okay. Arcana. Money? Could spin the wheel, I guess. Bummer. Celestial Pack probably doesn't matter. I do want Overstock. If I got rebate on 7s, we can for sure Overstock here. Could be 8 ball instead of rebate. Nah. How many glass cards do I have? I have 1 glass card. Okay. Rebate on 7s. Okay. So, if I play a pair of 5s, how much is that? Okay. So, I can follow up with a pair of 4s and save the 8 for the final hand. Rebate on 7s. If I do another one of those, does it win? Maybe. So let's go play king as a high card. No, I should discard first. 7s and throw away the queen here. I want to draw an 8. Okay, we got an 8, so now I can do king high, doesn't score anything. And then we want to rebate the 7s. Alright, so that's it. Here's 2 8s. Popping doesn't matter. Copy the Chad. And then this boss. Okay, face down cards, that's okay. 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 Rebate on queens. There's a juggler. There's could be Celestial Pack. We have enough money now. Buffoon, we don't need a loyalty card. Celestial Pack, we don't need. Juggler, do we care about Dusk? I think we don't care about Dusk. Maybe we swap Dusk for a Juggler. Go next. Rebate on queens. Okay. So start with the 4s. Okay. Then 2s. Okay. 7s. Or discard the queens first. Discard the queens and the 4. Okay. Pair the 7s. Is this enough? I think it's enough. Okay, so pair the 7s. Finish with the 8s. Okay. Now I'm looking for that glass card. I'm gonna make these 8s into my bonus cards. I think we have enough points. I've just been holding on to that for forever. Alright. Against this boss, we might need a little bit more. So we were at like 40,000 per hand. But we got money now, so rebate, extra discard for the rebate. Standard pack, glass 10. Okay. Pool could be Mercury. We could probably do better. Oops. For the glass card is interesting, actually. Take a devil. Let's look in here. Could be the hung man with the fool. I like that idea. Let's make a gold 8. So if we're gonna remove something, we want to remove 3s, 6s, 10s, aces. I don't see anything here, so maybe just 4 and 2 on the low end. We hang them. All right. So I like this idea. It doesn't immediately score us any points though. Do I need a banana here? Maybe I actually need the banana for the base molt. Not a lot of base molt, to be honest. Could be an Acrobat. Okay, so Acrobat locks it up. With Acrobat, we can't lose anymore. $10 for a reroll? Nah. Rebate on 8s. Okay, so copying Glass Joker, we can play a pair of 2s. Get some face down cards. Pair the 7s. This is guaranteed to be a pair. Okay. And then discard the face down ones. Okay. Pair of 7s wins. I can play the pair of 7s. Copying Acrobat now. Okay. Rebate on 4s. Emperor is fine. There's another Mercury card. This boss probably doesn't matter. 1 Joker sold. Alright. Death card. So we're looking for... There's a Fool. Okay. So I want to make more 8s. Okay, so we could do that. Then do I want to use a Fool for death, or do we just want to hang him? Probably Fool for death makes sense, I guess. I kind of want to hang him. Seems like fun. Alright. Okay. Overstock here is fine. Rebate on 4s. I didn't even look. Go one more. There's a banana. Go next. Rebate on 4s. We can start with start with a pair of 5s, I guess. As long as we rebate the 4s. Alright, pair the 7s. Okay. Next pair wins, so we can play high card. King. Rebate 4s. There's a glass 8. Alright. I can turn a 7 into an 8. Maybe. How's this glass 10 doing? I think 10 and 8, we remove the 10. And then we do death here, and then we play the pair of 8s like that. Maybe. Now Glass Joker's a ×4. Nice. Alright. Alright, could be Hermie, could be Celestial Pack first, doesn't matter probably. Jupiter card, take the money. Standard packs probably we don't need. Yeah. Okay. Dusk is kind of funny, I guess. I have one more glass card left. Glass Joker is a ×5 now. Maybe you go Dusk instead of Acrobat. Maybe. Could be Supernova is 46. I guess that could be good. Don't need it anymore. There's a hologram. There's seeing double. Now that we got double overstock, we can get pretty much whatever we want. Alright. Rebate on 8s. So if I play this pair of 5s with just Glass Joker, that doesn't win. Cool. Alright. Pair Pair of queens. That's not a pair. There we go. Another pair of queens, or... yeah. Play the queens and then finish with the eights. Well, not these eights. Okay. I can turn an ace into an 8. There you go. Cool. I guess with Dusk I could play more 8s than that. How many 8s do we have? We have 8 8s. That's not that many 8s. There's a constellation if we want. Could be. Boss says, okay, so could be a constellation. All right. Could be Neptune and Mercury, or sorry, Neptune and Jupiter. Probably free reroll here instead of constellation. Could be a bean. That's a good time. No room for the bean. All right, whatever. Don't need a tower. There's a photograph. Ooh. All right. And the wheel. We get the hung man. Okay. Okay. Arcana. No glass cards, but I could make a bunch of diamonds. All right. Death card. This constellation ended up not working out, so I guess could be ramen instead. There you go. Go next. All right. I can play a pair of 5s, just like that. Well, maybe not just like that. All right, let's go play King High. Okay, there's another one. Okay. And then discard some of these 8s, probably. Okay, so if you wanted to, you could make another 8. Okay, I guess we don't need this ramen. So there's a couple 8s if you want. Probably supposed to do it that way, and then something like this. There you go. Could have removed 2 more glass cards, I guess. Okay. I gotta admit, this was tough. Or at least it felt like it. I don't know. Maybe watching it back, it doesn't look so tough. But yeah, that was very stressful. That was, let's see here. What made it difficult? Like, what was the deal? We didn't have very good jokers early on. So we had that greedy joker, which is fine if you want to play flushes. But then the question is, like, can you consistently play multiple flushes? And I think the answer is probably not. Even with 20 diamonds in the deck, you could get 2 flushes per round, but maybe not a third flush. Most of the time that doesn't matter. Most of the time it's, well, 1 flush wins anyway. Like if you have the chat and you have the greedy joker and you have some bonus cards, maybe 1 flush wins anyway. But when you run into the wall, now all of a sudden it matters. Now all of a sudden 1 flush isn't going to do it. You're going to need multiple flushes. We did switch to pairs, which in the short term was a downgrade. But we were able to make up for it. So how were we able to make that switch? We picked up the blue joker, which gave us chips, and then we picked up, what was it? Jolly Joker was +8 for a while, and then it was half Joker. I think half Joker was really where it started to pick up. Yeah, half Joker is just really strong. 20 mult is going to be better than greedy Joker, right? So if we got half Joker for 20, blue Joker gives us chips, then we can score pretty high with a pair, but not necessarily 36,000 high. You need for the wall. The wall, if you get it in ante 2 or 3, maybe it's not that bad, but ante 4 wall is probably the worst. The jump to 9,000 points in ante 4 is already pretty rough, no matter what the boss is, and then having the wall on top of that is probably either ante 4 wall or ante 7 wall are kind of like the two hardest ones. Definitely we got bailed out with, what was it? We rerolled into the photograph, and with the photograph we were able to re-trigger it with the Chad. When we lost the photograph, we went down to only like 5,000 points per pair. And then we needed 90,000 points or whatever it is in ante 7, or I think it was ante 6 or something like that. Definitely the photograph bailed us out. Photograph plus Midas Mask I think ended up mattering not that much because we couldn't hold on to that many gold cards anyway. We had to dig for these glass cards. We had to do, what was it, mail-in rebate. We got bailed out a little bit by the blue Joker. Definitely a lot of lucky occurrences in this run, I would say. Yeah, well, I mean, this was like deliberate, right? It was deliberately difficult. Maybe not getting the right Jokers in the early game and then having the wall at the precise moment makes it pretty difficult early game. And then once you get past all that, then maybe it's not that bad. Maybe. Take care, everyone.